Yeah, definitely balbe kondona. Na question obita da wolem like between economic factors and that of bad governance. Which one is the major driver of irregular migration?
I mean for bad governance and economic, challenges, difficulties. Yeah, so you can substitute one or the other. If you understand governance, the purpose of governance is to produce economic well-being. If governance is poor, the economic well-being affected. Because governance means maintaining laws, institutions, decisions, and resources, common budgets. Now, with the time will determine the provision of goods and services and opportunities. So, for example, this center here is the end result of governance. Somebody had made a decision, we'll build youth center. Now, this youth center, the facility in the is a decision the governors would have to take. Now, the facilities in the they have to be financed. So, what is the budget for this youth center? So, the near youth center, or like now in Sinotel and many other projects here, you clearly see governance. And it tells you Ning is a victim of bad governance. Because it means either adequate budget manke prunito, million to put budget, either they are not interested, all right, they don't care, or they don't have the budget. So they claim they don't have the budget, so it is running down. Or they have the budget and they put the budget there, but the budget is squandered. So maybe $1 million in money invested in this every year, 500,000 is stolen. The other 500,000 comes here. So you just survive more. So it's like we see the area build $10 million and $2 million invest here, and you cannot have quality roads. So this is a governance issue. All right. So what do youth need? Education. So you look at our primary schools. There is government primary schools, secondary schools, tertiary schools. Now, it is not just coming law, building law. All right, but the building has to have facilities. It has to have goods, learning and teaching materials. It has to have personnel, teachers. All right. Now, if you go to from Banjul, Albion Primary School, from Primary School. You go to every public school, your classroom is GB, your school compound GB, you realize it is under-resourced. Now, so the services so classrooms because if you build a classroom, ratings regular proof for color, honey wear telephone. It open door for classrooms develop in the school. Yes. I do. They can do the same thing, they can call the same, and children are in that. In the temperature in the Gambia, every classroom from Banjul to Basse should have been air conditioned. About the time. Yeah. And where now flow, we have that money here in this country.
Our teacher used to say that.
Yeah.
That is too much comfort. And it's not
no, it should be comfortable. No, and I'm not comfort today. All human dignity. So if you know about human rights, there's something called human dignity.
yes.
Human dignity. Haramadiya yente kala nyala nyalen ko haramadiya sitima. So our children need an air-conditioned classroom. Each classroom with a television screen, with internet. You understand? School compounds equipped with necessary facilities, games, and so on. Provided with food, lunch. And when you go to Malanko, then the government will not flow certain. Government will not flow certain. But we don't have that. Every health center in this country, from Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital, can afford for a health center. should be air-conditioned wards, should have, all necessary modern health equipment. And we are also from Nole. I was telling some people one time, we are a state house, tent BJ. I make a ceremony or tent man for a state house. In Morocco, $88 million. $88 million. Now, why? Because Latin like a ceremony killer, Aleta Okono, fully air conditioned, which can carry 1,000 people or so. For what? Huh? Or horrible BJ, or Canada member state, Euro, not. 88 million. Imagine 88 million share in Gambian primary schools. How many facilities, materials would they be like? But why would you go and buy $12 million vehicle to administer? A $12 million vehicle for 190 days or someone. Huh? Or golf or someone like Abuko. Or I only go some because America goes salary. Why should we buy a car for a minister, for a director, for a public secretary? For what? No. For $50,000 a coupon of fuel. For what? So what any bank can down from the president, Kafan Deco, they tell me every classroom air conditioned Lola. So there. Then every school, equip Lola equip Lagami. So governance issue let. Among economic problem mentioned, now can be backway course can. Among economic problem, it's a governance problem. It's a governance problem. Whether the economic situation of course can, in other social services, whether water, electricity, by now, government brilliant electric finally. 24/7 uninterrupted electricity supply. Why woman can know? By now we should be feeding ourselves. Taring. By now, every region in this country should have had a big stadium like Bimbe Bakau. So governance is the problem. If you have a governance problem, you'll have a health problem, you'll have education problem, you'll have a sports problem, you'll have security problem, you'll have an economic problem, and taring. But the first point is the governance. The institutions and the officials, how are they running their mandates with the resources we have given them? And I can guarantee the resources are adequate. The budget independence 1965 for 2026, the budget can increase. They increase it wrong. They will tell you where the population can increase, but the budget can increase faster than the population. 2026, the budget now, I think it's 60 billion. But at the same time, loans may increase. At the same time, grants may increase. So, taxes may increase. Tax may increase. Budget may increase, loan may increase, grant may increase. That is, income may increase to government. So your income now matter. It is to address the social and economic issues. But no social and economic issues they are dropping. When something is fundamentally wrong. There's no as no $1,000 in dinner. First, it $1,000 every day about at least every day. But in and the correction GRA the courts collect immigration back collect, GT board back collect, police back collect, taring, Obeka still, but then not the mark as Conco. So I don't know Baba will go to the Kakamintol. So I don't know that.
Mbe wurro da sayata. Ko lolel bieti okay, mbadi wala baraka bak.